Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming one of my favorite videos of the entire month, and that is my monthly setup for September. Not just for September, but for any month. And this one in particular because it's going to be kind of getting back into a new routine. As you guys know, my son will be going back to school in September, and yeah, everything's going to be changing again. Even our weather feels like it's changing. I know we're still going to have lots of hot days, but yesterday we had a severe thunderstorm warning, but it was like 13 degrees out. So it was like super cold. And yeah, it was just like super weird weather. And like it's been rainy for the last like 3 or 4 days. And before that it was like, 35 degrees Celsius out. So it was just really weird. So anyway, I am moving from my beautiful life binder, my beautiful, beautiful life binder. I've been really happy in this binder, actually. You know what? She served me well for the month of August, and kind of sad to be leaving her. Like, I feel like I'm a full-fledged planner, and this might sound silly because I make my YouTube channel off of having a planner, but you know what? Like, I feel like all of this information right here, it's like there's so much, like, and I just feel so, I feel so good about it, and I did really well. Like, my binder isn't like overflowing. It kind of is at this point, but I mean, I was doing really well before. Like, it was, just kind of builds up after a while. I don't know how it does that, but it just does. So I never used any of these journaling stickers at all. So I'll put these back in my Hobonichi to be used later. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I think I'll do the binder switch first. I think that's easiest, and then we'll continue on with the monthly routine. I'll probably leave the binder and all of like these things that won't follow me through. I put away my stuff after, and like that's usually a big rigmarole, is not so much like the organizing and like the planning, but it's trying to find the time to put away all of the goodies that were in your old planner after you've planned. So and I have like a lot of like storage area, a lot of different binders that I put different inserts into. So it's usually like a huge task for me, and it's kind of a pain, but it's got to be done because you can't just leave everything sitting around. So I usually speed this part up, and this time I will be giving a full walkthrough of all of my pages, where I get everything from. Like once I move into my new binder, all of that will be. Oh, and I'm sad because I'm moving my business stuff into. I think I'm moving into a. What do you call it? Wow, like a half letter disc punch, like a junior disc punch. That's what it's called. And I first heard of that from Jane's Agenda. So I do have news, you guys. Speaking of Jane's Agenda. So I had a comment that they were like, Jane's Agenda, I didn't know they had half letter. So they're one of the companies that sell half letter unpunched. And Jane's Agenda is such good quality, you guys. Like, first of all, you know that I love color. And Jane's Agenda has the most beautiful dashboards and the most beautiful journaling cards. Well, I'm not really sure if I'd call this a journaling card. This is like a thank you card, but I love this. So pretty. It was from the August box. Yeah, I honestly, Jane's Agenda, I don't think I actually have any dashboards in here for this month, but I can't remember. Yeah, I'm using some of my new setup, so I'm so excited for that. Ones I purchased separate from out of a subscription box, like they weren't in a box. But I did have, like, there was, Jane's had a 10th anniversary sale, so I do have some things coming, and I'll be setting up my work planner. And I think I'm going to do a separate video for that, but it won't be until like after September, probably, because Jane's Agenda sub box for September is on its way. And I'm waiting for those inserts. So there's basically inserts, weekly inserts with a monthly calendar, I believe, to get me through September to December. if I want to go that route. And then I have ordered January to December 2024 inserts from Jane's Agenda for my business. So I'm excited to share all that stuff with you guys, and I'll probably do separate videos, because right now in my Franklin planner, I have been doing my personal setup as well as my business setup, and that is changing. So I don't think I'll be doing business stuff with it in this book anymore. So when I do my planning, you won't see that. Say goodbye to my beautiful life binder, you guys. I won't be seeing pink again for a while, at least not until the new year. I've got some plans. I don't know what I'm doing for November. I have no idea what it is. And new binders have been released from Franklin. I thought they were going to release vintage Auroras, but they have 2 new Anna binders out. The difference with the new Anna binders is that they're a softer leather than the current Anna binders. And I don't know how I feel about that. I like how structured and how firm the Anna binders are. And the new ones say that they're lightly structured, so I don't know. Like this one's lightly structured, so like the cover is very bendy. And I like when they're firm, you know? I like that because it makes me feel like my planning stuff inside is safe. And it makes me feel like my binder won't get destroyed. Whereas this one, I'm super careful because it's not real leather. If this gets scratched, it's not like it gets like aged with grace, so to speak. It, you know, once it's destroyed because it's fake leather, right? It's not real. So like it doesn't patina. So yeah, so I did do a flip through last night of this binder for my YouTube shorts and for Instagram. I won't post that until closer to the end of the month, but I do have a flip, so don't worry. It's not like a full flip because I just like did the dividers and the month and the weeks, and then like the whole like daily for the month, but I didn't go into like all my personal stuff, my business section really, so you guys won't see that stuff. But yeah, I did do a flip so you guys can get the basic gist of it. I'll put that on IG. If you are curious, go there and check it out. My handle, I'll put it on the screen. And yeah, so let's get started. I'm kind of prolonging this because I do really enjoy this setup. This is the last one where I made my own dividers. People have asked me where I got these from, but I did make them myself. And I have a video for it, which I'm glad I filmed because people have been asking. So, okay. With all that being said, I've got so much to do, so we really need to get started. The new binder I'll be using for September, it's not a secret because I have told you guys before, but it's my beautiful Aspen binder. This is the golden one. At the time when Franklin released these binders, they're not available anymore, but they had a green one, which was beautiful, and then they have this Aspen one. So they are real leather. It is one of the zipper binders that I own. I did not switch out the rings. I left the silver rings in here. And I do have it set up somewhat. I have my sections in here and my dividers all set up. I had to do some pre-work, some prep work before I went ahead with this video because I just have so much to do. And so I will explain all of it. I'll explain where things were purchased from. And then, yeah, but I'll go ahead and set it up first. And I think I'm going to be using this pen unless I decide to go back to my new TWSBI. We'll see. But in the meantime, let's start switching things over. I will speed this portion up. So I will get back to you guys and we'll finish off the month when I am all done.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the
Alright guys, so I'm all done here. And I'm pretty happy with that result. So I had a whole bunch of stickers in the back that I just pulled out, and that's going to help me, well, it'll help me determine if I can keep those in the back or not, because it kind of like pushes my planning stuff up. I have to determine how I'm going to organize my pockets. These were more stickers that I made. These were actually some of the ones I offer in my shop. So I started a whole bunch of new ones. It's kind of like a little aside here. I had to make new labels for my sections. And I wrote down a whole bunch of notes because I'm switching a business thing too, right? But some of these, like, I can customize these to whatever you want them. You just have to send me a message on Etsy or my website. So if you are curious and you want labels, the labels I use, these are printed on clear matte. And I know I printed like clear matte stickers for somebody once, and they said that they weren't that clear, but like this is the result I get. Okay, so like you can see those. So on my clear dividers or on my frosted dividers, I decided to go with the glass clear ones this time, but I also have a whole set of frosted. And I just, depending on what I prefer like that month, I'll go with that one. But I'm going back to the clear right now. And this is the clear matte. So on this divider, I probably should have used like clear gloss. But anyway, I find these divider labels print really, really well on this like clear matte paper. And I can really customize them like to whatever word you want. So if you have a planner that you have a completely different, customization, and you want something completely different, you just have to tell me what you want. And then I do a whole bunch of repeats, as many as I can fit on the page. But it's so easy for me to do. And like I have one for business, I have one for home, and I make them different for myself almost every single time. So yeah, just let me know if you guys are curious, because it works really, really well for me. And I know that for people who, you make your own dividers and you want your own planner labels, some planner companies will send labels with their dividers, but they're not like completely customized. Like they're the generic, like home, work, personal, finance, so yeah, just let me know. You have to send me a message though to write down like which words you actually want for sure, and then I would make them for you. So I also made new blog stickers because in my own business, I was finding that the blog stickers I had just weren't good enough. Like I wanted something smaller, something to show that I had a blog, and I love them. So they're little mini icons. They're pretty small. I mean, they'll fit on a monthly calendar and still let you have lots of room in a Franklin. And then I also made these teeny tiny little YouTube icons, kind of along the same lines. I think in this one, like the calendars, here, I'll show you an example. So on my September calendar, I planned my content. These are my regular size, okay? And now these are my teeny weeny size. So if you have a lot of like monthly calendar tasks to do, these stickers are perfect. I was originally making these going into the fact I was going to make a bullet journal for my business section, but I'm going to repunch, like despite all of my business stuff being punched for Franklin, I'm going to repunch it for disc punch and then put everything in my junior planner. And the reason why I'm doing that is because everything's already punched and I don't want to rebuy or repurchase new inserts, just for the next quarter in a month, right? So that's why I'm doing that. So I'm going to leave that aside because it's all my business stuff. We need to figure out how we're going to decorate the pockets. I didn't really bring out any new decorations really. So I gotta figure it out. I need to find the day. So yeah, I do have this, but I think I'll mark off the week with this instead, because I already have my compass card finder. And I had to include August, like the ending of August in here yet. So I've got the last week or so, and then I've also got the last few days. And what I like doing with these ones is I will actually cut into the holes, because then you can snap it in and snap it out at the same time. So, and it doesn't ruin it. It just makes it nice so that you don't have to open your rings all the time. Okay, just like that. It'll look better when we like plan the week with sunflowers instead. So yeah, you guys can see my sunflower theme. It's so pretty. I'm in love. And I have a whole bunch of stickers here that I will be using to decorate with, which is why when I do the monthly calendar, I will be using this calendar to plan on for my month, because I can decorate it however I want. And then the 7 Habits calendar will be for my business. Right, so if that's for my business, you know what, I don't even need this in here then, because my business is all going to be in a separate planner. I just feel sad because I am using the 7 Habits, like all of it, but that's fine. It's gonna come out. Okay, I just realized that I don't need 2 of them in there. Oh, it's gonna be such a switch. So yeah, so you have like the monthly goals, which I love this page. That's what I love about the Teresa Collins. Like, this is the weekly pack and it comes with the monthly calendar. So I'll write my personal stuff on here. And yeah, I don't think I'll be having work business section in my planner. I don't need it. And I'll just have to reference the 2 planners back and forth. It's just something I'm going to have to get used to. Because it's very similar to switching. So like before, I would never have everything on the same monthly calendar anyway, because I just couldn't fit it. So I'd always be flipping back and forth anyway. So it makes sense. Okay, so now that that is done, I need to figure out how I'm going to decorate the front page here. So the first thing I always do is carry some business cards, but I'll put my business card here just so I know it's there, and I'll just kind of let it peep up from the top, even though you can't really see it, just in case somebody, you know, I come across somebody and I've got this planner with me. Yeah, I realized I didn't really get any sunflower decorations. Oh, hold that thought. Let me see if I have one. Oh, I do. Okay. Ta-da! These are from... Oh, and you know what else I have? Oh, I'm so excited. Hold on. Hold the horses here. Hold on. So yes, these are technically for sale, okay? But I'm going to use them until somebody buys them. All right. Which one do I want to use? I've got this all yellow one. Oh, so pretty. I love it. It just doesn't make sense because my rings aren't gold. I might switch them out. I'm not going to switch them out right now because, you know, we don't have time right now. Oh no, my baby's waking up. Don't wake up, baby. Stay sleeping. Okay, I don't want the pink one, so I think I'll do the gold. I could either do the bumblebee or the butterfly. I think I'll do the butterfly, and then this one will do the bee. Okay. So I have these 2 charms. I've got these paper clips, and I think one of them at least will look really cute right here. Okay, and then this one, I think I will keep on, whoops, this page here. Just like that. And this one, probably gonna get like a string or something and attach it down here. Well, I guess I can't let it hang out because this is a zipper binder, so it's a bit different. So maybe I only need one. Okay, but these are cute. I have to see if I have anything yellow. I do have an ollie clip that will go. I've got this orange one that kind of looks yellow, kinda. And I could use my gold one, but it's not really a nice looking gold. And I could use that one too. That's actually really pretty. Maybe I'll use that one instead. It's more of a green, but it's pretty. Okay, and then I have some washi tape, so I'll probably make a washi card and put that in here. I have all sorts of goodies hiding everywhere. I'll use that one. You won't really see it after I've covered it in washi anyway. Okay, so I'm going to speed this part up, but the purpose of doing this is, number one, to have like decorative washi in your planner, just like to make it look pretty. Like it's kind of the reason why I'm doing it right now. But also in case, like, say you wanted washi on the go, or you wanted to share it. So you could give somebody some from your roll and share it. And a lot of people do that. So it's kind of what I could do that, but I'm not sharing mine. So these are a combination of Simply Gilded and Planners Anonymous washies. So I'm going to finish this and we will return shortly. All right, so there you have it. You've got this like little washi card. It's got all of the ones I would need if I wanted to decorate on the go. So I'm just going to pop that right here somewhere. There we go. Yeah, and this front pocket isn't as decorative as I thought it would be. Honestly, I thought I would have more bling. I don't know if I like this gold one. Let's see. This one here. There. Should be good. I have lots for Halloween. The other thing that you can do is put, if you had like, if you had die cut stickers, you can put them in there. And you know what? I might. Hold on. Okay, so these are the Planners Anonymous die cuts. And the reason why I kind of like thought sunflowers would be good for fall. So first of all, this binder, I have used it in fall and I've used it in spring. Okay, so it can really be like used for both. And then also this kit, this was all for fall from last year from Planners Anonymous. Sammy integrated sunflowers with fall. Okay, so it really kind of like lends itself to both of them. And while it's still September, most of September here in Alberta is, honestly, it is mostly summer right up until the 21st. And we can have super hot days, but I still kind of thought, why not, you know? And so yeah, I'm super excited about this. I like the integration. See, like kind of fall. I mean, today feels like a fall day for sure. Okay, so this is all for fall kit. I don't think there's anything else I want to use here. Although these gnomes are super cute. I'm going to use gnome. And I'll kind of explain why. I've got other gnomes from Arky Frankie, and she's based out of Calgary, which is pretty close to me. I'll show you guys. Hold on. The only problem with those die cuts, if you could call it a problem, is that they're really, really thick. So if you use them as a sticker, they really they bulk up your planner quite a bit. I think this is good. This is so cute. I love this gnome. He needs to go somewhere. I keep hearing a kid cry, but it's my neighbor's cat. They turned it into an outdoor cat because it started peeing in their house on their furniture. And now it is crying outside. every day, all day. Kind of annoying. I'm going to put my ruler in the front pocket because I can't find a good place to put it, or maybe I'll put it in here. Oh yeah, I forgot. I also have stamps. So these are from Help for the Ukraine, but they were perfect because they're sunflowers. So I have those in my zipper pocket as well. So I'll put my ruler in there and my stamps in there in case I need to send a letter. I usually carry stamps. Honestly, I carry them in my wallet because it makes more sense to me. But, you know, having them in your planner is also a good option. Okay, so that is done. And now I'll show you where I got some of these stickers from. So the washi I told you was Planners Anonymous and Simply Gilded. These stickers are from Heather B. Co. They're so beautiful. She shows them being used in a bullet journal, but I might use them on the monthly spread. We'll see. Maybe my work stuff, even though it'll be in a separate thing. So these are the sticker books. This is all for fall from Planners Anonymous, and this one is Sunflowers and Sunshine too. Those will go good with my setup. These are my own. I printed these ones on clear matte paper. Those will go well. These are from Heather B. Co. Again, these are my own. I just made them a bit smaller. And then these are the ones I was telling you about. Well, this is the Sunflowers Once More with Love. Aren't they cute? And then this is Arky Frankie Craft Studio. And this is the Sunflower Gnomes. So like I've collected all of these gnomes. I've got the sunflower. I've got tons for spring and summer. And she's got a whole bunch for fall. There's some specifically for Halloween, which I have for my setup for next month. Oh, I'm so excited about that setup. And then she also has a few Christmas, and they're so cute. She offers like tons of different types of stickers, but these gnomes by far are my favorite. So anyway, I had to have those for my sunflower setup. All right, so I think we can get planning. So the one thing that I wanted to do was create a little sticker pocket for my cards, because I don't have, like, I could put them in here, right? But I don't want them to go there because it won't look very pretty right now. So what I'm going to do is go to my schedule section. And the good thing about this is that you can clean these off with alcohol if they get grimy. I don't know if I want it on my schedule, my monthly, or my weekly. What I'm going to do is put them right on front. I think I'll put it on top of the monthly so it's hidden a bit. I just peel off the pocket. I think this was from Cloth and Paper. And you just put it as straight as you can, okay? You stick it on there, and then you have a spot for anything you want. Most people put in decorative like journaling cards, or like those little cards you can get, but in my case I'm putting in my task cards. Okay, so I purchased these, like the actual physical card. I purchased them from the Honeybee shop, and then I have a label machine, so I buy the clear label machine, like tape, and then I just make my own list, okay, of what I need in my planner. So I'm going to keep the month one out. This is going to stay here. And then I've also got these two cards I was thinking of using for decoration. This one goes really well. This one is also pretty. So they're double-sided. This one's add a little sunshine to your day. But I like this side here. And then this one says, of all the seasons, I love fall most of all. That's really pretty as well. So, I mean, like, all of my decorative, like, sheets are super pretty. Ugh, and I have to remember, I'm going to have to go to my, let's see here. I have to go to my Etsy shop just to, like, show you guys or tell you guys where everything is from, because a lot of my stuff I've been doing recently is they're printables. And I need to have it in front of me so I can tell you guys where stuff is from. Okay. I don't know if I need these. I mean, I don't have anything in the back right now, but I'll probably put my stickers back there. That looks so pretty. So for now, I'll just I don't even know if I can put it on here because the paper clip doesn't stay very well. Okay, I'll leave that one in there for now. And then I do have some paperwork. I have a whole bunch of like requisitions and just like paper stuff that I need to keep. My son's school list, I can throw that out because I got all his school supplies. But everything else, I've got blood work paper in here for my son. That stuff needs to stay in there. Okay, so that goes there. All right, so now we can finally get started with the monthly stuff. I feel bad retiring this pen. It doesn't really go that well. I'm going to use my gold one. And yeah, I might switch out my rings. We'll see. Because everything is gold right now. And I'm using this yellow pen. So the first one is to review goals. So I did go ahead just to save time. And I started my new goals in here. I took them from my Cultivate What Matters goal planner. Because you guys, I swear by that. I do have an affiliate link down below if you want to check it out. And earlier I was talking about Jane's Agenda. I also have become an affiliate with Jane's Agenda. So go check it down below. All you have to do is click on the link and it takes you to the site. And then anything you purchase, it will give me like a small, commission at no extra cost to you. It was just, I love the product so much that I was like, why am I not working with this company? So, okay. So for August, this is like a review of everything. Professional development, I didn't really get to any of that. And by professional development, I'm talking like, learning, I guess, right? There's a lot of things involved. So I have what's called Commonplace Book. And if I listen to a podcast, watch a video, read a book, and any pertinent information that I want to retain, I write it down on my Commonplace Book. I'll show you guys quickly what that looks like. So that is in my Planners Anonymous B6 planner. This is from Planners Anonymous. And what I do is I keep some note paper, but I keep these B6 size notebooks. These are from Simply Gilded. And some of them are empty here, but what I'll do is like take stuff from videos I've watched and just write down notes, okay? And then what I'll do is I'll go back and then I use them for blog inspiration sometimes. I'll use it for, like things to not buy anymore. So anything that strikes me on YouTube, I'll watch it, right? I don't know, just interesting stuff to me that I'm like, oh, I want to learn more about that. So I'll put it in here. And then this is ideal because it is like so cute and it's like a traveler's notebook. Technically this planner is convertible. So you can put B6 rings in, which I have a whole bunch, but you can use it as like a disc bound notebook. You can put your Happy Planner Mini in here. That's what it fits. And it's amazing. So anyway, I just want to shout out for Planners Anonymous because you know what, they make amazing planners. But that's what I use this for. And right now I'm in that one, but I do have a couple of Christmas ones I'll probably switch to come Christmas. So anyway, so professional development is like my Commonplace notebook. It is studying my human design, my tarot for transformation. I've also started a study on alchemy. If you guys are curious about alchemy, it's kind of interesting. And yeah, so just like a whole bunch of like learning tools, right? Like to make myself better, to make myself a more learned woman. And I haven't done anything this month because I was struggling. I think for most of you who watched my video, you guys saw me struggle with, maintaining the house stuff. Like I had big projects to work on. In September, we want to finish our flooring. So I'm hoping we can get our bedroom floor done this, I think we're going to do it Labor Day long weekend. So that'll be interesting to see if we get it done. That's one of our biggest projects, which you'll see here. So September planning, we're doing that now. And then I've already did my business stuff. So that was good. I never finished Priory of the Orange Tree, but I did finish Outlander. That was written in my own heart's blood. And now I'm on the last book, Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone. And so, yeah, so I wrote that here. I'll finish both of those probably for the month of September. And as for everything else, you guys, I did pretty good. You know what? I did really, really well. I organized my desk. We did the basement, did the landing, we did the garden. I didn't do the weed killer, and I don't even know if it's worth it at this point. It's expensive, and right now we're kind of like, do we have the money for something like that? Maybe not this year, maybe in spring. Okay, I had quite a few doctor's appointments and stuff for the month, but they're done. Okay, so moving on to September. So for new goals. So I am seeing my friend. She actually called me yesterday. So for the longest time in my goals previously, I had written get together with Tressa, call Tressa, and she finally called me yesterday because she's been super busy. She's had chiropractor appointments, just like a whole bunch of stuff going on. And we're getting together on the 5th, which is my son's first day of school, but it's a Tuesday. It works out good. He'll be in school till like later. And yeah, first day of school, fall picture day is on the 14th. My son has no school on the 25th. And then I've got some birthdays. I've got mine and Chad's anniversary on the 23rd. And then bedroom floor is the biggest project. The basement floor, we need to clean it. So by clean it, I mean we need to pull out all of the containers that we organized, vacuum everywhere, you know, in case there's any spiders. And yes, one year there was actually, we came across like this little nest of baby spiders. And there was little baby spiders crawling all over the floor. It was so lucky. Oh my God. And like we were vacuuming them all up and like they were babies. I felt so bad, but I mean, who wants like 100 little spiders running around your basement, right? So that happened like, I think it was like 3 years ago. Anyway, Xmas stuff. I don't know if I want to actually organize it or if I just want to wait till Christmas to organize it. And then, you know, when we put everything back again, just like make sure it's all vacuumed and nice and neat. So that might be, we don't need to do it now. August budget close, which will be on the 1st of September. August analytics, same thing. Facebook buy and sell project. So I need to list all of the things I want to sell and then start taking listing pictures of them. Professional development, still continuing that. And the only reason I write that is because there's just so much that if I get one thing done a week, I'm going to count that as a success. School prep and routines. So just simply, you know, starting to make my son's lunch in the morning. I would make it in the evening. I have done that before, but his stuff gets soggy, especially his sandwiches. So I was like, okay, I'll just do it in the morning. But, you know, making sure we have groceries for that Monday. So maybe going Sunday and getting everything prepped and like maybe food prep, cut up vegetables, cut up, you know, some fruit and stuff for the week. And also getting my son ready to make sure he can get up at 7 o'clock on the weekday. So right now he's been sleeping until 9 or 10. And then cleaning schedule, brainstorm. So I do have a new cleaning schedule routine in here because I'm back to my old dividers. This is how I usually have my planner set up. And for the month of July and August, I was experimenting with junk journaling. So you guys saw me make my own dividers, and I only had 5 dividers. And now I've got 6 on the side, 4 on top, and 4 on the bottom. So I'm back to having like a full, you know, a full load, I guess, as you could say. But I did take up my business section completely because, I mean, how would I be able to fit that in here, right? Like it's already pretty stuffed. So that is it so far. So the biggest projects other than the Facebook buy and sell would be the bedroom floor and kind of cleaning up the basement floor. So not like overzealous at all. Like I think that's pretty doable. And I'm doing that just so I can catch up on my work because I know between September, October, November, December, it's going to start getting busy. And then I don't have it on here, but it is in my power sheets. October starts Q4. So setting up for my Q4 goals is kind of a lot of work. And yeah, maybe, you know what, I should put that on here, even though it's for October and for Q4. I'll just add it on here too. Set up Q4 goals. And if that's being said, I should also say October goals as well, because yeah. And then the end of September, I'll be setting up for October. So I don't know if I want to do October planner setup. So I'll have two work setups for like my business stuff. I'll have the initial one where I'm transferring just like the documents I use now. I'll be repunching them. So it'll have like the punch for Franklin and a punch for disc punch. And I'll show you how I set up that. But then I'll be setting up, like, obviously for January, I'll set up my January planners, which is always a lot of work too. But thankfully, that is still a few months away. Okay. So, schedule calendar. Before we schedule the calendar, I need to set this up and we're going to decorate. And what I'll do is I'll do this all in one because then I have like master tasks and then transfer previous tasks. I do that all together. So I'll decorate first. I'll decorate this page, set out my goals, everything on this page, decorate here, set out my calendar, and then I'll come here and I'll write my master tasks. Okay. And then once we're done that, that's pretty much it. It's like the, you know, the mainstay of this like video. And then we will do a flip through and I will show you guys like every single thing in here and like all of my sections and just like, you know, everything that we've got. So let's get started.
I try to fill my mind with anything but him. So caught up in it. So caught up in it. Don't wanna love him anymore. I'm not gaining anything. So why am I still so caught up with him? I wanna lay in my bed, clear from all that's in my head. No, I wanna try something new, live another point of view. No, just another me without the ghost of us, without the thought of us. Just another day without the ghost of us, without the thought of us. I'm trying to leave the house, stay busy and go out, but so caught up in it, so caught up in it. I know I should be glad for all the things we had, but it's hard to forget when he might get assistant. I wanna lay in my bed, clear from all that's in my head. Nah, I wanna try something new, live another point of view. Nah, just another me without the ghost of us, without the thought of us. Just another day without the ghost of us, without the thought of us. Wish I didn't need him, no. Wish I didn't need him, no. Wish I didn't love him anymore, no. Wish I didn't need him, no. Wish I didn't need him, no. Wish I didn't love him anymore, no. Guess things happen for a reason, but what's the reason it hurts so bad? I wanna lay in my bed, clear from all that's in my head. Nah, I wanna try something new, live another point of view. Nah, just another me without the ghost of us, without the thought of us. Just another day without the ghost of us, without the thought of us. Wish I didn't need him, no. Wish I didn't need him, no. Wish I didn't love him anymore, no. Wish I didn't need him, no. Wish I didn't need him, no. Wish I didn't love him anymore, no. I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again. But Life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, running to better times. Go, from my emotions. I'll go, running to better times, to better times, to better times, to better.
All right, guys, we are all done. So, I had to switch my pen halfway through because I realized this was 0.7 ink, like 0.7 millimeter tip ink, and I hate it. Like, it's so big, so much ink. So, I switched to a 0.5 halfway through. I realized I have to hole punch this because I have a sticker running, or washi tape running halfway through there as well. So I'm just going to cut that out of there. I do like the decoration though. I think that's pretty. It goes really, really well with what I have. I think it looks cute. So, I pretty much, like everything that we already went over, I put here, right? So kind of the same thing. Calendar, I added date night, I added paid, I added recycle and garbage dates, I added all the dates we talked about and decorated. And then here I have a very short list. So I'm really proud of this because I have done so much over the course of summer that this list isn't that big. Obviously it does grow as the month goes along, so I add more things to it. And also I don't have on here, I don't have any work stuff. So before, like, I was used to have like a work task list, and I don't have that here, so it looks a lot shorter. The one thing I do need to put on here though, I forgot, is the budget close. So August, budget close, because that is definitely home stuff. Okay, so the last thing to do is it's a final flip through, I guess. But before we get there, I just wanted to share one more thing with you with my stickers. So yesterday I was messing around, and like I did really well this week. So one of my goals is to follow through with my complete weekly schedule and actually, like, you know, do like everything that I say I'm going to do. So Monday is a journaling day. But my journaling day is like really entailed. So I do tarot oracle, I do, I call it Meg, so it's manifestation, affirmation, gratitude, and I write like a whole journaling page on that stuff. And then I also do my my kids' 5-year journals. And so I've got 3 kids, so it takes some time. I transfer my blog that day, and then Tuesday is a blog writing day, Wednesday is a sticker design day, Thursday is filming mostly, and then Friday is a catch-up day. So if I finish that, like all of those tasks in that week, I consider it a great week. And so far, guys, this has been an amazing week. I have done everything I needed to do, so I'm really proud of myself. But the thing that I wanted to talk about, I actually went ahead and I did a whole sticker design. I called it Herbal Magic, and it is on my website and on Etsy. So if you guys want to take a look, it's so cute. You'll have the link to my website. It's down below. All of that stuff is down there. But I wanted to show you another thing that it's been on my work goal list forever, were these. Oh my God, I'm so proud of them. I'm just gonna move this out of the way so you guys can see better. Are my die cuts. So what I did is, a long time ago, I ordered this sticker overlay paper. It's like this sparkly paper, vinyl paper that goes over top your stickers to make them sparkly. And I finally made some. Look, 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 look. I'm so proud. Can you see how they sparkle? So they're die cuts. I've never made die cuts before. They're like the easiest thing to make because you don't have to worry about kiss cutting. Like when you have a like a cutter, like a Cricut or a Silhouette, you don't have to worry about kiss cutting, which is means that the cut doesn't go all the way through the paper. And that's what I struggle with. Like I have lots of different paper types offered in my shop, so I struggle with finding the best setting for all of my paper types. But this is easy because you just cut all the way through. So you can put it on cardstock if you want, and it cuts right through. But these, look how adorable. Okay. So it kind of gives like a little bit of what I'm working on. I use some of the stickers from my designs from Herbal Magic. See? I love it. Oh, and then this is a new design I'm working on. So it's like a new sticker thing that I'm working on. I was going to wait to debut it, but you know what? I love it. I'm going to call her name is Coco. And in my art, actually I'm filming this Thursday. In my art video, so number 2, so my second art video, I have a picture of my horse. Her name is Coco. She was a Palomino. When I was a kid, we had horses on our farm. Okay, so we rode horses and stuff. And of course, this looks nothing like my actual horse. She's a unicorn, but her name is Coco. And this is going to be like my little icon. So I just wanted to share that. I've got this one. And I'm wondering whether I should sell these in my shop. I can make them bigger. Some people don't like their icons bigger though, or their icons. They're die cuts. So, but I'm thinking of maybe making them a bit bigger, and then I can make pretty much icons out of like any sticker in my shop, which is so cool. So this is like a fall turkey sticker. Like, isn't that so cute? I hope you guys can see all the sparklies. And then what I did to make it easy, because this is like my personal pet peeve with die cuts, is on the back, like, you know how you're like trying to peel it off and you're like, okay, how does this come off? Mine comes off pretty easy, but what I do is I score the back so that all you have to do is bend it, and then one side comes off and then the sticker paper is right there. So yeah, so much easier that way. So I'm thinking of offering them in my shop, and I just don't know if these are something people would, oops, I should move them over, something people would enjoy. But let me know if you're curious, or if you're interested in purchasing these, or if this is something that you would buy, because like the price of these, like my normal sticker sheets for like a whole bunch of stickers are $3.75, and that's the cheapest I offer because that's like a normal white matte paper. But because this paper, like I use that paper and then I use this overlay on top, it's even more money. And the overlay is not cheap. And you don't get very much paper for what you pay for. So I would probably sell these for like $2 or $3 a piece, depending on how big they were. If they were bigger, probably, you know, $3. And if they're this size, probably $1.50, $2. So let me know what you think. I don't have anything listed right now, but I'm considering offering these as freebies in any sticker order placed on Etsy or my website. So if you guys want to check them out, you can place an order, and maybe you'll see one in your order. So I'm super excited about this. It's something that's been on my to-do list for a very long time for my work, my business stuff. Finally got to cross it off, and I am in love because I think it looks so darn cute. And I struggled with the cutting process for a little bit, but I figured it out. Just took a little while. So let me know what you think. So excited. Okay. I'm just obsessed. I love rainbow and I love sparkle. I can't stop looking at them. I'm so proud. I showed my husband yesterday when he came home from work, and he was like, oh, that looks really cool. I'm like, yeah, I love it. I'm obsessed. Okay, so now let's do a flip through, you guys. Let's talk about the goodness that is this sunflower setup planner. So should we discuss the sections first? I think so, and then we'll kind of flip through and talk about everything individually. So the first section that I have, like this is my, just kind of like my cover, okay? I won't talk about everything in there yet. First of all, the dividers were purchased from Dividers Are Us. I don't know if her website is still active or up. I know she was taking a break for a while. People were curious as to where you could buy them. She offers these dividers. You can get the 6 side ones in a separate pack. You can get 4 top ones in a separate pack, or you can buy them together. You can get the 6 side and 4 top. I have waited like over the years, right? Like setting up my planner, collecting all the goodies that I have. I've purchased, in the glass ones, I've purchased 2 sets of side tabs. I've got 12 total. I've got 2 sets of top tabs. You can't buy bottom tabs, so all I do is I turn them around and then they turn into bottom tabs. So they're technically top tabs, if that makes sense. And then I also have the same in the frosted. So I've got the frosted 12 dividers total, and then I've got, 4 on top, 4 on bottom, which, 2 sets of top technically. But yeah, Dividers Are Us. So go check her out because she offers other stuff too. And she does offer labels, but the labels did not stick when I used them. So I just make my own. Okay, so I would suggest ordering from a different shop. Like I said, go check out mine. These are amazing. They don't come off. And then when you want to take them off, peel it off and then just wipe it down with alcohol. And the glue comes off really, really easy. Okay, so for the first section, I have my sections, I can't talk, specifically set up for side tabs and then top and bottom. And this is just the way that works best for me. Some people will do like their main tabs on the top, and then they'll do, stuff like the small sections within the main sections on the side. I do that differently. So my main ones are on the side, and then I've got the top is to do with my like schedule stuff, and then the bottom is to do with like all of the sections within like my personal and my home sections. So the first section is goals. Okay, and in that goal section, I include like quarter goals because like I don't just keep all of my goals in here. I have the Cultivate What Matters goal planner. So it's an actual book, and I do have lots of playlists. Like I've got a playlist for all of my Cultivate What Matters goal planner stuff, but I do have lots of videos on how you set up the beginning of the year stuff, how I do every month, how I do the quarters. So I'd recommend if you are curious about goal setting, go there to check it out. So I keep those. But this is quarterly goals. So I do a breakdown of the quarter in here. And like I said, the end of September, I'll be doing one for quarter 4. So then I also keep a copy of my Franklin Covey rules and values. So this is like the starter kit that you can purchase from Franklin Covey. I keep that in here as a reminder of all of my big rocks and my values and rules. And then I have a couple of new like weekly compass cards. So sometimes I switch from the progressive task list from Franklin Covey to the weekly compass, depending on how I'm feeling. Currently I've got these in there, but I just keep a couple on hand. Okay, the next section, which I'm kind of getting back into because I haven't had these sections for a couple months, is my brain dump section. Okay, so I have this like specific brain dump insert, which I'll get into after I'll tell you where everything's from. But you don't have to have this. You can just have a piece of paper and do a brain dump. I also have an inbox. So this is like specific tasks, and then you can cross off like when they need, like what you need to do with it, whether it's scheduled or delegated, or if it's a project or if it's just for reference. So like any information can go there. And pretty much how I use this stuff is like, this would be just to get it off my head. So like I wouldn't put that on here. This is like for an actual task or like a phone number. If it was like a reference phone number, I'd put it on here. And so how you use it, like how I use it, like I said, this is just to get it out of my head on paper, like a brain dump spot. Like it can be messy here, but this one is like, my inbox. So I'll go here first to see if there's anything I need to do. And speaking of, I can delete vinyl die cuts overlay because I started it. Yay. I've got my side schedule tab, and then my schedule, sometimes like I'll do a modification of this, but currently I've got my schedule. Okay. And then I have my like future log. So I've got 2 types of future logs in here, but future log just like so you can write down dates that aren't currently in your planner. I do not carry more than the current month in my planner. I only have the month that I'm working on, and that would be, well, I've got the August because we're still in August, but I'm setting up for September. So I've got August, September in here. But everything else goes on these sheets here. Okay. And then I've got the top tab, which is my monthly. I've decided to put my little pocket here with my task cards on the monthly sheets right now, so I know where they are. So I've got monthly, and then I have a copy of my month goals, and then like here you can see it better. So I've got my month goals, my calendar, and my task list. Okay, same thing, my goals, my calendar, my task list. I go to weekly, and I've got, on this particular weekly, I've got a meal plan, but I would normally just keep like a weekly. So this is my weekly kind of schedule, right? My calendar. And then I've got my task list for that specific week. So what I'll do is I'll add things from the monthly calendar, from the monthly task list, from the inbox, from the brain dump page. Well, technically not the brain dump page. A brain dump page is just a place to get whatever's in my head out on paper. And then that information goes into my inbox or goes onto my calendar or goes into my project or note section, right? So, so basically inbox, master task list, calendar, that goes here. Okay, so I've got all of the weeks of the month of September and what's left of August. And then I get into my daily section. So I just keep, because I use Day on 2 page from Franklin, I keep all of the pages here for the entire month. So I've got the last bit of August and then all of September. And then I use this plastic like protector thing and put my weekly compass card in there, and that shows me what day I'm on. Okay, and the next section is a side tab, and that's home. So this pertains to anything to do with like home stuff. So in here, normally I would have meal plan, but because my meal plan's on my weekly, I don't bother. But I have my routines in here and my chores and anything to do with food. So I've got my grocery lists here. So I've got, so it'd be Safeway, Walmart, Superstore, and Costco. I've got my routines. I've got a wine list, so I remember which bottles I really liked. Non-food items, personal and household items, meal plan ideas, freezer inventory, which I need to redo, cleaning schedule. I actually have 2 of these, so I'll just put this one somewhere else. This is like an organization area, so I wrote down every area of my home, like, you know, outside, inside, everywhere, just to give myself a reference page, like, oh, hey, yeah, I need to get down here and get this cleaned up. So I've also got these 2 sheets for cleaning. So one of my goals for September is to focus on scheduling my cleaning so it's not overwhelming, but so I actually do it. So, you know, like I'm going to actually schedule stuff. Okay, the next section is a section within my home section, and that's my sinking funds. I won't go into that, but I also use a separate planner for my finances, and that is the Budget Mom workbook, the Paycheck by Budget the Paycheck Budget workbook. Anyway, look up the Budget Mom and you'll see. She actually, you guys, I'm so excited. She just released a brand new planner, like a large coiled notebook planner. I did purchase one. It is on its way. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'll use that this year or if I'll be using my individual small ones, because I did purchase like, they were like $5 from last year or the couple years ago. So I do have like the individuals, and I might keep that in my planner, but that won't start until January. But I like the idea of having it on me at all times in my planner because I'm such a planner. And I like to be able to see my finances at all times. But usually if I'm using the large workbook, it stays at home. And then in here, I just have my sinking funds, so I know how much money we have on hand at all times in our savings. Okay. So that's sinking funds. The next section on the side is school. So this is a little bit of a change because ordinarily I would keep school within my home section, but because my son is starting grade 4, I decided to have its own section, just in case it gets a little bit, you know, a little bit harder. But everything that go on these sheets would basically be like, you know, a reminder of his tests due or assignments due, or I don't know, basically everything. Like I remember when I was in grade 4, I had an agenda. He did have an agenda last year. It was his first time having one, but my son has ADHD and he's not very organized. He doesn't remember a lot of things, so I'm going to keep track of this for him because I'm a type A personality. I love school stuff. I love being organized, and I have a planner, so why not keep track of it until he's able to do that on his own. Probably when he gets to junior high school, he won't want me to do all of that stuff. But I want him to succeed in all of my kids. So when my daughter gets to that age, I'll probably do the same thing, but just, to keep important dates from his school calendar in here, whether he has like a school lunch, whether I have to pay for a field trip or something, all that stuff goes in here, anything that pertains to his school. Personal section, so that's the next side tab. And in here, I have a couple of sections and a couple of things that aren't even within a section. The first one is health. So I'm not going to show you everything in here because it's got my weight tracker, but I have my habit tracker. I keep that in health because a lot of the stuff pertains to my health. I have a lot of medication and stuff that I take, and I've got health, fun, family, and work. Okay, so even though work is going to be in a separate thing, I'm still going to keep it in here. So then I have, it's called the biohacking tracker from Jane's Agenda. I have a printable and I have that in there. I've got this graph paper from Franklin Covey and I use that for my weight tracker. Okay, and it just looks like that. And then I've also got these from Franklin. Oh yeah, and I have a period tracker that I made myself. Okay. This is a health and fitness tracker because I'm getting into working out. I just haven't filled out any of these sheets. And then also I have some food fitness calorie trackers. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. I've also got daily wellness sheets. And then I've got personal stuff that's not really in the health section. So I've got packing list. I guess I'm talking about sections, but yeah, just like anything personal that doesn't fit under any other category would go in here. The next section is my reading section. So this is books that not really that I've already read, but more books I want to read. I do have this list of all the ones I've read. I just haven't finished it because I've read a lot more since. I just haven't written it down. And then like all the books I want to check out. So if I have read them, I've highlighted it or crossed it off. Okay. Yeah, so there's like a whole bunch I've read. Anyway, the next section, the last one, is projects. So that would be, I've got notes from previous months in here. I just called it my project section, but it's projects and notes. And I don't really have a dedicated note section with just like any topic because I do have like the day on to page. And so if I have notes, I just put it on the right hand side of my dailies. And most of the notes, like if it's an important note, I'll write it somewhere else, like in my commonplace book or something. Like if I had to keep it for a long time, I would transcribe it somewhere else. I wouldn't just leave it in here because I threw out my inserts after 2 years. So yeah. But I've got like my work bujo idea when I was thinking of making a bullet journal for my work. I've got basement cleaning project and Facebook buy and sell, and that's it so far. I've just got some project sheets in there. Okay, so that's like my main sections. So if you guys, hopefully that covers the sections that I have. And then as for where I got everything. So I'm hoping I can remember everything here. Okay, so the first thing is Planners Anonymous. I've got an art card here. These little sunflowers are from Planners Anonymous, from Sunflowers and Sunshine 2. That was a subscription box. I made the washi card. You guys saw that. That washi is, some of it's from Planners Anonymous and the rest is from Simply Gilded. These are from All for Fall kit from Planners Anonymous. My business card. These are Ollie clips. And then this is, again, die cuts from All for Fall. And yeah, just 2 Ollie clips. Okay, so this planner charm, it is in my shop, listed in my shop, and on Etsy and my website, Squarespace. It's www.sandradoll.ca. So you can purchase them from me. This laminated vellum cover is from Jane's Agenda, and then it just goes on top of the dashboard, also from Jane's Agenda. And I do have an affiliate link if you guys are interested, because they do have half letter unpunched inserts and dashboards and like even dividers, so you can buy them from there as well. And all you need is your own punch. They don't punch for Franklin, but they do offer like junior disc punch, so they'll disc punch it for you. Okay, so now these ones, these are a recent print. This is from Dreamy Paper Art on Etsy. And most of the ones in here are. I just recently printed them out, and I printed them out on my own vellum. This is like heavyweight vellum. I'll link it below from Amazon, and I love it. I did not choose to laminate them because I only have the 5mm laminating paper, and it makes it really, really thick. So I wanted to save space, so I didn't laminate. Okay, these overview inserts are actually from cloth and paper, so they are punched for disc. Okay, so you can't, from cloth and paper, you cannot buy half letter unpunched unless you purchase a subscription box monthly. Okay, does that make sense? So everything that they come, they'll give you half letter, but it's punched for junior disc punch. So what I do is I cover up with washi tape. I actually reinforce the holes with reinforcements, cover it with washi tape, and then repunch it to fit my Franklin. And it's kind of a process, but it works for me because I really love these inserts. So this is what I'd be setting up for Q4 and then doing my October goals. Okay, and it gives you some notes pages. And then the starter kit is from Franklin Covey. You can purchase it separate, or you can purchase it within their planners that they offer. These weekly compass cards are also from Franklin. And like I said, that the dividers are from Dividers Are Us. Again, this is Dreamy Paper Art. This brain dump insert is from Fancy Plans Co. Okay. This inbox hybrid dashboard, you can actually put sticky notes on here too. If you're looking for a quick place to like put a sticky note where it's safe. This is from Jane's Agenda. This insert is also from Jane's Agenda. It was offered in a subscription box, and I believe you can purchase them on their site, I think. Okay. Again, Dreamy Paper Art. And now this one is from, this is one of my future logs. I've got two different ones. This one was to give a little bit more detail and to show like the days of the week. This was from Alamon Paper Co. It also came disc punched, so I had to do the same thing that I did with my cloth and paper inserts. This one was from the Teresa Collins collab with Franklin Covey, and I think this came in the weekly setup, like the weekly planner. Okay, so this pocket was from cloth and paper, and these are from the Honeybee shop, but I make my own like labels for it. Again, now this one was from Heather B. Co. I actually got this sent to me. Okay, this is the monthly, I think it's in the week, I can't remember, but like or maybe it was the monthly pack. I'm confused now. Can't remember if it came in the weekly or if it was in the monthly Teresa Collins. I don't know if they're offering it again for 2024, but I need to find out. I need to look. You know what? Let's take a look and see. So I'm just going to look on Franklin Planner, and I'm going to type in Teresa Collins. Actually, it's like the Beautiful Life collab, so I'll type in Beautiful Life. I know all of the binders are gone except for the black one. Okay, so this is the monthly planning pages, so it's not that. I think it's the weekly. Ooh, let's see. So this is what I use. Oh, they do. Start date January 2024. Perfect, you guys. So they have them again. So I'll be purchasing them again. Excellent. Okay, so then I've got my monthly calendar. That is from the Blooms inserts from Franklin. And this divider came with the weekly from Teresa Collins. So if you want those dividers, you can get them in this pack here. I wonder if it shows the dividers. I don't know if it does. But you see here, like it's so dark with the pink on the top, but they do not look like that. Okay, this is, again, the monthly from that pack from the Teresa Collins collab with Franklin. This is Heather B. Co. A vellum sheet. It's like a sunflower vellum pack. You get all of them. These are the weeklies I was talking about. This bookmark is from Jane's Agenda. And yeah, so like the pink isn't very pink here. It looks so white, but it's kind of nice. They're very neutral, so you can decorate them however you want. And actually, you know what? I'm going to put that yellow paper clip on these. This is what I used my pink one for before, was so I keep it open. This is the page I'll plan on for my week, but I keep it open here so all of the other weeks are within here. Okay, this one was one I printed myself, so this was from Dreamy Paper Art, and these are the dailies. So this was the Blooms pack from the Day on 2 page from Franklin. And then another one of my favorites is the 7 Habits. So the reason why I love the 7 Habits is because it's got like your list broken down into like 3 sections. So what I do, especially when my son has school, I'll put like business, personal, and home. And then anything under home would be like cleaning, my son's school stuff, meal planning, like anything like that. So, and even though I will have a separate work planner this starting in September, I'm still going to be putting business here because this is my planner, my daily planner, where I reference like every day. So what I do is I reference my work planner every morning or every night, and any tasks I pull over for the next day, I write them in here so that I can just look at this one book. And then my workbook is just like a reference, and I plan in it once a week, but I use it as a reference. That's pretty much it. Okay, so skipping over that, again, Dreamy Paper Art. And then this is from Heather B. Co. I got this a couple years ago. These half sheet list papers, they're actually A5, but they fit half letter. They're just a little bit smaller on the top and bottom because I made sure it was center. They're from Fancy Plans Co. Okay, this is also from Fancy Plans Co. It's like a double, where like you get 4 little lists on one page. This paper is Franklin Covey, the wide rolled paper. This is a sheet from Cultivate What Matters. This is the 7 Habits paper from Franklin. The cleaning schedule, this is a printable, but I did get it from Fancy Plans Co. This cleaning schedule is from the List Lab, listlab.net, I believe. Okay. This again, Dreamy Paper Art. And these sheets here are all check registers from Franklin Covey. Dreamy Paper Art. And this dashboard, I'm going to have to look here because I don't remember who it's from. So this one is from Roro Designs. It's spelled R-H-O-R-O and then Designs. And I love it because it copies the Happy Planner layout in a half letter format. So I love it because while this side, I don't really use it. I could, I guess, like for my son's stuff, like if there was priorities or whatever for that week. But I don't have like the front sheet here. There's like 5 weeks in September, and the first week wouldn't have that on there. So I just like label it like it's undated. So I put the dates, and then like anything coming up, like any like field trips or anything important that I have to remember. And then each of these days is like the homework that he has to do that day, or like important, like special things for that particular day. But I mean, technically I could use this. So yeah, I mean, it could be done, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So again, Dreamy Paper Art, Dreamy Paper Art. And then this habit tracker is Haru Plans, H-A-R-O-O, Haru Plans. The biohacking tracker is from Jane's Agenda, but I don't think it's available as a printable anymore. This graph paper is from Franklin. These health and fitness tracker sheets are from Franklin. This food, fitness, and calorie tracker is from Fancy Plans Co. The daily wellness sheets are from Cloth and Paper. I don't know if they're available in the shop, but I did get this from a subscription box a long time ago. Red Deer packing list. This particular paper was, I think this one was from Jane's Agenda. So it was just like this like multi-list making paper. This paper was from S&M Plans. I printed it myself. I do have other paper here. There's like a whole bunch of different paper, and it's a pain in the butt because you have to remember like how to print front and back. But some of it's lined and some of it's grid, which I really like the grid. I think it's kind of nice and kind of cool. And this particular design doesn't go that bad with this planner. Okay. A lot of this is like Franklin Covey wide rolled. Dreamy paper art. This graph paper is Cloth and Paper. It's actually not graph paper. This was like the reading planner, the reading log that came in a subscription box. And then this one is from Heather B. Co. Okay. Again, this piece of graph paper was actually from Agendio when I made my own inserts. This project paper is from Cloth and Paper. And then again, this paper is S&M Plans. S&M. Yeah. Okay, so any of the Etsy shops or anything that I listed or talked about, I will try to list that down below. I will leave the link for my heavyweight vellum. And anything else that I could think of that I talked about, I'll try to leave it down below. But yeah, this was a long video. So you guys, I hope I covered everything. I hope you enjoyed it, because I know I love this. Like, oh, I'm in love. And it closes nice, and I can't wait to set up my business planner. So I'm going to be starting on my weekly setup right away. I'm going to go grab another coffee, check on my kiddos upstairs. And then tomorrow, I believe I'll be doing my compact video. So I will be switching the binder. I think I'm just going to do like a quarterly setup, except my next binder is just going to go right through until I might switch it. I don't know. I might have my next binder for the next 2 or 3 months. And then November, December, I might switch it to a different binder for my compact. But this one, I do switch it up monthly. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments or questions or anything like, and these, yes. If you're interested in these, let me know and I'll direct you to where you have to go. But I have my website down below. You can check out my Etsy shop. It's also, the link is down below. Pretty much everything that you need to know will be down below. Unless I forget something, of course. I should also have, I know I have a link to my Franklin Anna binders down below, and I'm pretty sure that will take you to the same link as the new binders. But maybe I'll double check that just to make sure. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, comments, anything at all, feel free to leave it down below. I can't wait for you guys to see this video. I'm just so excited. I'm so happy that I have it done. But now I'm also really looking forward to October because that one's going to be amazing. So thank you guys so much for taking your time out to watch my video and to plan along with me and just kind of watch and see how I plan. And yeah, that's all I have. So until next time, if you're new, please feel free to subscribe. I would love to have you join my channel. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and also click the bell button to be notified when I upload new video content, so you will be reminded. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends.